Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the USS Midway Museum. I'm Dave Kuntz. I'm the Director of Marketing here. And as you probably all know, one of the core missions of the Midway is to not only honor those that are currently serving, but to honor the legacy of those that have served. So honoring and paying tribute to the veterans of the San Diego and community, as well as all around the country, is very important to us. So we're always delighted when we find out that some of our elected officials and civic leaders have that same mindset and want to honor veterans who have served this country so well in all corners of the planet. So we're delighted to have Chair of the Board of Supervisors here, Nathan Fletcher, to kick off an incredibly new program that's going to be honoring and supporting veterans. And with that, Nathan Fletcher.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. I want to say a special thank you to the Midway. Admiral McLaughlin was down here for a few minutes with us. I really appreciate what the Midway means, not just in telling the story of service as a tremendous gathering place, a tourist destination. In San Diego, the military, it's a part of our culture. It's a part of our soul. It really is a part of who we are in San Diego. It's not only the single largest driver of our economy, but it means something. And the Midway is an incredible success story. And so we really appreciate tremendously everything the folks in the Midway do here. I'm honored to be here. This is a comfortable setting. We're on the Midway. We're surrounded by veterans. I got enough Marines here to tip the balance in our favor if anything goes down. And I just, I want to be here today to announce our Salute Our Veterans Awards, not just as a combat veteran of the Marine Corps, as someone whose entire family served. Growing up, it was me and my little brother and our three cousins were like brothers. All five of us joined the military and served. And so it really means something to my family. But now standing before you as a proud Marine Corps father. My son is an active duty Marine, a machine gunner with 3-5 at Camp Pendleton. It really brings it all full circle. And so much of what we do around veterans issues today is tackling a lot of the challenges that some of our veterans face. We have veterans who might end up homeless on the streets. We go out, we get them housing, we get them help. After 2 decades of wars, the accumulation of post-traumatic stress and other issues. But I think it's important that we not just focus on that aspect. And every one of those folks can make a full recovery. If you're physically injured, we see you as resilient, as coming back stronger. The same is true if you were mentally injured. But a lot of times the focus on those things can at times create almost a negative impression. I was talking to a Marine Corps general who said, hey, the recruiting challenges, folks only see that as what happens, and sometimes it can be a deterrent. And the reality is every one of us who wore the uniform in any branch at any time in history, we know how much military service is a benefit. Teaching you teamwork and commitment and service. I heard someone talking the other day and they said in America, at times it feels like no one wants to sacrifice for one another. No commitment to one another. I heard a phrase in someone talking, they said in Wall Street they give bonuses to people who sacrifice others for themselves. And in the military we give medals to people who sacrifice themselves for others. There is so much about military service that we want to uplift and highlight and the vital role it plays. And so I'm excited. Our Salute Our Veterans Award is a way for my office to recognize a veteran community leader, someone who steps up and comes through and continues to serve after their time in service is over. We want to recognize a veteran-owned small business. We see incredible entrepreneurs and business leaders who come out of military service. They care about their workers, they care about their customers, they do great, and we want to lift one of those up. And we have some of the best veteran nonprofits in the entire nation, right here in San Diego, and it's going to be awfully hard to pick one. But we want to pick one to honor and really uphold and cherish. And so I want to say a special thank you to everyone who's here with us today. I know we got Will, the Director of the County Office of Military and Veterans Affairs, you're going to hear from here in a minute. I want to thank Ray Flores, SDVC Liaison, also with the County of San Diego. We have Maurice Wilson, my dear friend, Director of National Veteran Transition Services. Thank you, Maurice. Wonderful to see you. Vic Martin of the San Diego Veterans Coalition. Janessa Goldbeck, CEO of Vet Voice Foundation, a fellow Marine, a great leader. I first met Janessa, she was still on active duty. She was a captain at Marine Corps Recruit Depot serving our country, a great asset to our community, a great leader in our community, and someone we're pleased to partner with and someone we look forward to working with in the future. We have Ashley Kamak, CEO of 0800, incredible work that they are doing right there. We got Miss Rutledge, Program Supervisor, Mental Health Coordinator for Jewish Family Services. And then we got my dear friend, Mr. Joe Johnson, Sr. It's wonderful to see you, my friend. We appreciate you and we thank you for being out here. Before I turn it over to Will, I just want to touch on a few things we've been doing recently at the County of San Diego. When we talk about all of these assets that a veteran brings and the strength and the perseverance and the determination, I want them working at the County of San Diego. And we recently adopted a policy to say we're going to double the number of veterans who work in the county workforce. We have 20,000 employees, every job across the spectrum, and I want us to double the number of veterans we hire. I want to get those veterans in good jobs, in good union jobs at the County of San Diego, and so I appreciate my colleagues' support of that initiative and effort. We're also moving forward a measure in East County to open up a new veteran reintegration center, working with all of our nonprofits and partners. We put one in my district, and I thought, you know what, we need one in Supervisor Joel Anderson's district, and so we're moving forward with that and continuing to do so much more. But today really is about our Salute Our Veterans Award. Get out, go to the website, nominate someone that you know has been impactful in this space, either an individual, a nonprofit, or a small business owner, and we're going to have a wonderful day celebrating and highlighting all of them as we get ready to head into Veterans Day.